Okay, so this is a summary video because I just realized the other one was 8 minutes long. If I was going to quickly go through all of these, first thing to do is you have to think of all the definitions. FSH, follicle stimulating hormone, it would cause this so it would stimulate the follicle growth in the ovaries. In terms of course, these two are secreted by ovaries, these two by the anterior pituitary gland. And then this is just the roles of all of these hormones. LH, very important phrase, surge induces ovulation. You'll probably need that like a 1 marker or something. And it would, now one thing that's very important with like this whole menstrual cycle and all the hormones is you have to see how they all intertwine together. FSH causes for the stimulation of estrogen secretion. LH is linked to progesterone, although you wouldn't think it, because LH causes the stimulation of a Graafian follicle, which then matures into a corpus luteum, and of course the corpus luteum would secrete progesterone. So that means these two are linked together. Estrogen, then the role of estrogen is to thicken the endometrium, main word being thicken, and estrogen would inhibit FSH and LH most of the cycle. Reason being, I'll come onto that in a bit, or you can see the other video. Progesterone maintains the endometrium and it would inhibit FSH and LH. So this is the one I just did in the longer video. And if you look at how it all links together, so green being stimulates, red is inhibits. So, and the blue part, that's just my own like annotations. First thing I do is write down all the hormones. You've got FSH, LH, the ovary secreted ones on the top, estrogen and progesterone. I just wrote prog because there's not enough space, and those on the bottom. So FSH being the follicle stimulating, it's the first step. So FSH is secreted by the ovaries. Now this causes the stimulation, I just realized I've been covering it. This causes the stimulation of estrogen because FSH, like it says, stimulates estrogen. That's step 2. Now estrogen has been stimulated, it's been secreted, and that's step 3. And the whole purpose of estrogen is then to repair and thicken the endometrium. Now we've thickened the endometrium. Like I said here, it inhibits FSH and LH for most of the cycle, being in whatever that's called. And then before it goes and inhibits LH, it would first inhibit FSH. Reason being because right now we've already secreted one follicle. We don't want to have 10 different follicles being secreted constantly. So that's why bangs that out. I don't know why I said that. FSH gets rid of, estrogen gets rid of FSH, inhibits that, and then it stimulates the secretion of LH. LH, like I said, the surge induces ovulation. That's step 6. Now, after ovulation has occurred, step 7 occurs, and if you look at the link between them, LH would cause for the Graafian follicle to be stimulated. Graafian follicle then matures into a corpus luteum. I think there's a cat outside. And then the corpus luteum would then secrete progesterone, so they're interlinked. So LH, meaning it would stimulate progesterone, and this would inhibit LH, because after you've got progesterone, the purpose of progesterone is to maintain the endometrium. By you causing ovulation again and again, you're not doing any benefits. Same with FSH. So progesterone would inhibit both of these. I hope that makes sense, kinda.